Welcome to this episode on accessories for your live stream broadcast. We're going to talk about three things today. We're going to talk about batteries, we're going to talk about your medium, and we're going to talk about tripod mounts. Okay, so let's start with batteries. You're all familiar with batteries like the 9 volt or AA. Got to make sure they're good batteries. If you're going on site and you're, as the case where our sound is today, we're using a Rode mic. It takes a 9 volt battery. You have to make sure it's turned on as well, and you need to take an extra one of these in case that battery decides to bite the bullet. The AA's are used in numerous things. First, I take a small little tester with me, and as you can see here, it's green, so it's a good battery, so I can use that. I'll have another example of a battery here that I know that's not very good, and it'll test red, so dispose of that in an environmentally sustainable manner. What are some of the things that you need your batteries for? Well, let's go through them. The H2 recorder, you use this in addition as a backup if you just want an audio recording of the session you're doing to broadcast out to your podcast. This requires 2 batteries, as you can see here. And one of the things I found with this H2, you oftentimes forget to turn it off. The power switch is on the side, and it has a very small window, so you need to be very careful with that. Check it before you go out. Take extra batteries for the H2. Second thing you need batteries for is a light. So the light is used in cases that is quite dim, and I'll open it up again for you, and I believe this takes 4, yes it does, takes 4 batteries. Again, extra batteries to go along with you. Another thing, if you're doing still shots, you'll need batteries for your flash. I have 4 new Duracells in this one. This is a great flash, but it really sucks up the batteries. And the last item on batteries for us to talk about is your live stream broadcaster box. This is a small box that's dedicated. It has a Wi-Fi connection, or it has your LAN connection to your internet. It takes 3 batteries. I don't use it as a component with the batteries. I find each time I use it, it runs out of power quickly. So what I do instead, I do the AC connection directly. So that takes care of most of the batteries you need, except the batteries you need for your camera. Bring your charger, number 1, and a couple of extra batteries for your cameras. Okay, so I think we've covered most of the batteries that you require for the task at hand. The second thing we need to talk about is medium. So you need to talk about your flash cards. So in the case, this is a larger but smaller capacity card. It's a 1 gig card. The cards that I would suggest using is the small SDHC cards, 16 or 32 or 64 gigs, but class 10 card. That particular card is really effective for video broadcasting. Second thing you need to do is check your medium before you bring it, dump your content, and format your card so when you're on site you have the full. If it's a 16 gig card, you're using the whole 16. So that takes care of cards. And the last thing is tripod mounts. So here's an example of a tripod mount that gets fit on top of your tripod. An extra one of these are really handy if you have to hold your camera the entire time you're doing a session. Even if it's 10 minutes, it gets really tiring. So what we covered today is fresh batteries and charger. Second of all is your media cards, formatted, an extra card, and last thing, extra tripod mount. Thank you so much for listening.